Hello, spooky friends, and welcome to another episode of Storytime with the Scaryish Podcast.
Woo!
I'm Robin Grace, this is Adam Diaz.
Hello.
And today we're here to read you folks some more homegrown horror.
Homegrown horror?
Homegrown horror. So why don't you tell us what that is?
Homegrown horrors are the wonderful stories that you folks, well, not necessarily wonderful, but the stories that you folks, listeners and viewers, have sent to us to share on the show. And in most cases, they're spooky, spiritual, supernatural, paranormal, sometimes true crime, sometimes just coincidental, we got scared and it was actually nothing, sometimes extraterrestrial in nature. Robin, for folks who had a story like that, where could they send it to?
You can send it to our email, storytime@scaryish.com. You can also go to our website, which is scaryish.com, and fill out the contact us form there, and it gets sent to us that way.
Indeed.
None of the lights are on.
I just realized that. I was like, it's so fucking dark in here.
Hold on, let me turn the lights on.
Marking it, no worries. I was like, I don't know, the fucking light is on. Light's up there. It's fine.
No, it's dark.
Yeah, it's dark. It's dark time. Robin's going to light up the room like she always does. There we go. We got some front light now. Looks a little bit better.
It's so orange.
I was like, I look the same, but it just doesn't. I was like, why am I not like looking into lights? Okay.
Oh, I look awful.
No, you don't. You look great. What are you talking about?
Too much light.
Okay.
Put me in the darkness where I belong.
Wow. It's totally not true. All right. So you gave out our info. Cool. Yeah, so if you have a story like that, we would love for you to send it to us. We would love to share it with the spooky audience. And if you have a story you'd like to share with us, but don't want it shared, you just want to tell someone, absolutely send those too. We are here to listen. That's no problem for us. We're not like medical professionals in like the psychological industry or anything.
No.
I know those aren't any of the terms they use. That's how you can tell we're not any of those things. But we're here to listen sometimes, so we'll definitely write you back. And it is us handling all the social media accounts and our email address. So if you feel like reaching out, we'll be there. Last thing to say before we dive into some stories is this is the last episode for January Patreon push. I can just feel Robin getting annoyed. So head over to patreon.com/Scaryish Podcast and check out our Patreon. Donations are monthly. They sincerely help the show. They help us buy things like microphones, pay our hosting fees, and bring the show to a wider audience. Sometimes we actually do ad campaigns. I think we've only ever done it twice. But it is nice to be able to do those things, and most importantly, to invest back into the show with a lot of the merchandise that Robin actually makes and sends out to anyone that's a $10 tier or above patron. So head on over there. They start as low as $1. That's only 4 quarters, people. It's less than a Snickers bar and a vending machine. It's less than a can of soda. Yeah, it would be so nice if you could do that for us. We would appreciate it. Once we get to 150 patrons, we are going to book a night and record an episode in the Stanley Hotel. So we're very excited to get to that goal. Pretty excited. You're looking at me like you're not that excited about it.
I'm super excited. I'm trying to think of what topic I would cover if we went to the Stanley
No,
Hotel.
I just want to record stuff about the Stanley Hotel. I know we already did it.
Yeah.
But it's like live from the Stanley Hotel is like Scaryish. So we wouldn't have to really do a topic. We could just like go on the tour, describe our stay, stuff like that. So it would be a really good time. So yeah, please head over to patreon.com/Scaryish Podcast and sign up right now. Just, sign up. No big deal. So, all right, we're going to have 4 wonderful stories for you folks tonight. I'm going to be reading 2. Robin's going to be reading 2.
Yeah.
Do you want me to go first?
No, I'll go first. I'm going to start with a short one.
Okay, right. Robin's starting with a short one. Everyone settle in. Here we go.
All right, so this first email, it's going to be titled, well, it is titled in the subject. It's Texas Family Haunting.
Nice. That sounds like a horror movie.
It does sound like a horror movie. It begins, "Hello, spooky compadres."
Hello.
Hello. First time writer, found the show sometime last year and I've been trying to catch up. My name's John and I have a long-ish story. I have an aunt that lives in South Texas, and growing up we had cousins who would visit her house and claim that it was haunted.
Interesting.
Stories within the family would consist of hearing footsteps, seeing ghostly shadows, and always feeling like someone was behind you. As kids, we loved hearing the stories, but when our grandmother, who was one of the most innocent and religious souls around, came back with her own story, things got real. She said she was helping out and folding towels in the master bedroom and looked next to her and saw someone smiling back at her, mimicking her folding towels.
That's terrifying.
That's super terrifying. She said she wasn't bothered by it and kept working. What's a ghost when you have too many dishes, right? It's fucking funny. The idea that someone is mimicking you freaks me out. Like, there's an episode of Doctor Who where I forget what it's called.
Are they on the train?
They're on that train.
Yeah, that episode's fucking creepy,
and they're driving,
man.
or the train's going through like the crystal fields or whatever, and this entity gets on board and starts mimicking people.
And at first it mimics the doctor, but it's slower than him. Like everything he does, it does like 5 seconds later.
And then it starts
closing the time gap, so it's like almost immediate.
It's scary.
Once it catches up, then it's in control of you.
Yeah.
Such a terrifying concept. Yeah.
Anyway, many years later, we had a small reunion at my aunt's house, and by that time, I had forgotten any stories about ghosts until my sisters and cousins brought it up and decided they were going to try and bring it out.
Nope. Why?
Dumbasses is what it says in the email.
Why, though?
Well, next to the master bedroom is where we slept. There was a thin sliding door between the ghost and my sanity. What? I stayed in the room while everyone went into the master bedroom and started calling to the ghost. I could hear everything clear as day and soon heard everyone running out as the printer in the room went off on its own.
Wow.
They checked if anything was written, but it was gibberish. No autocorrect on a computer. No autocorrect on printer, which makes sense. Printers can't correct things. Or can they?
No.
Maybe there's technology
I
out
don't
there.
think they can.
I drew the short straw and had to sleep next to that sliding door. I didn't sleep all night and was awoke. Oh, fuck. I didn't sleep.
Hey, our new bit animations work. Thank you so much, Doe Papa, for testing it out. We appreciate that. They look pretty fucking tight, too.
They do look cool.
Sorry about that. I'll mark it.
I drew the short straw and had to sleep next to that sliding door. I didn't sleep at all that night and was awake with my eyes closed. I didn't hear anything else that night, but that's a good thing. That is a good thing. I'd be so scared if I kept hearing things from that other room. Like,
right.
Nope.
Sometimes I worry that... I shouldn't say worry. Sometimes I wonder if a ghost has ever tried to wake me up in my sleep. Like, I'm going to do something freaky and he's going to wake up and I just sleep right through it. And they're like, damn it, wake up. And I'm just so tired that I just sleep right through everything.
Much later, my aunt lived across the street from a busy freeway, and one day there was a bad wreck with a motorcycle, and the poor guy was decapitated.
I've heard a lot of stories about crashes with people on motorcycles, and I've heard my fair share of people like literally being decapitated in motorcycle accidents.
I've had a lot of stories told of bad motorcycle accidents where around areas that I've lived in. Anyway, his body and head fell right in my aunt's yard.
What the fuck? That so terrifying.
Terrifying. No one's been back to the house, but she still lives there. Sorry, so long, or any errors, blame iPhone. No, thank you so much for your email. That is scary.
Fucked up.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
We live right off of a road. If there were an accident and someone flew into our yard, I would freak out.
I know. Can you imagine going outside and finding a head in the backyard? Our dogs would grab that thing and bring it to us, and I'd be like,
no.
Did you kill someone?
Oh my God, no. Nope.
Just terrifying.
Yeah, but thank you so much.
Sucks that you drew the short straw and you had to sleep next to the sliding door, but hey, I'm glad things went well for you. So
yeah,
well,
thanks.
Good way to start the show. All right, let's take a quick break, and not quick at all, and read some of the stream chat we have from you wonderful folks. So we have a lot of shout-outs to do. I want to shout out Cody Ryan92 for following us. That might have happened during our game stream. We just didn't see it. I don't remember reading it. Shout out to Hailstorm0303 for following us 21 hours ago. And I'm What's It Nerd for resubscribing for the 13th month. Says last episode of January Patreon push. Sad air horn noises. Wah, 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 wah. We did pretty well on that. I won't lie. Where'd my mouse go? There it is. There was one that actually didn't pop up over here, but popped up in here. Shout out to Danu Cakes, who subscribed for the 2nd month and said, "What's up?" Shout out to Tiny Dancer Nation, who subscribed for the 5th month.
Thank you so much.
We appreciate that. Shout out to the Snark, who subscribed for the 24th month.
That is nuts.
That's 2
Thank you
years,
so much.
y'all.
I cannot believe I've known you for that long. That's crazy.
Shout out to A Meadows, who subscribed for the 19th month.
Thank you
Shout out
so much.
to Game Boy 14, who followed us 3 minutes ago. Doe Papa for cheering 1,000 bits. And
Thank
Ginseng
you.
Joe for cheering 100 bits. The one thing that didn't work is that we should have any donations actually pop up on the stream from now on. And I'm going to go ahead and change that while Robin reads some of the stream chat.
Cool.
Do you want to read from the beginning of the stream chat? And I'll just...
under my foot.
You say that every year. Or every year. You say that every show. Here, I'll give you this and you can read from the top of the stream chat. I'm also going to be drinking a Line & Kugels Berry Weiss tonight. Because I wanna, and I'm gonna.
I'm Beef Trainer says, loving this music. Hello, Vivian, for joining us over on YouTube. Scroll. Lots of talk, or like different hashtags during the battles at the beginning of the episodes, which I think are super duper funny.
I liked hashtag no pants dance. That's a really good one.
That's the one he brought up. Wait, I feel like I can see something.
I literally brought it up before we started the show. I was like, IMB Trainer's got 6 kills. He's capping fools. It's kind of crazy.
So nice to see so many people here, and it's great seeing like names that we recognize because we've seen you so often. It's so cool.
Very true.
And Ginseng Joe says, guys, last January Patreon push at 2021. Woo woo. Let's see.
Robin's so excited that's the last one.
I feel like I see something anytime I lift my cheeks up, but I don't know if I'm just seeing my cheeks or if I'm seeing something in my eyelashes.
Could be eyelashes.
I don't know.
All right, let me try and rerun Ginseng Joe's donation. We'll see if it pops. Hey, nice. There it goes.
Yeah, there's like different not emotes, what is it called? Animations for the different levels. Tiers, which is cool. And that's something else like that we do whenever we have the opportunity is upgrade, different stuff like
Pulled
that.
It out of the Scaryish account. Wasn't too crazy expensive. We both thought it would be a nice addition, so we're able to do that thanks to folks who donate. Bits, money, whenever donations go through, they go straight to the PayPal, which is awesome. So very much appreciated.
Vivian says, y'all look nice as always. Thank you. ASB Bunny says, I have these now. So ASB Bunny says...
Right down.
Oh no, where did it go now?
Mike Lan over there in YouTube says, mega jealous of that bookcase. Thank you. It's kind of wobbly, but it has a ton of stuff on it, so...
Oh yeah, it's all manga.
Can't really blame
so much
There
manga.
is a stack down here of comic books. Like, not manga, but comic books. That's like this. It's as tall as one of these sections, and then we have one section next to it. I can't believe our Maximum Comics closed, though. That still bums me out.
ASB Bunnies used highlight my messages and say, hey, all currently on a 4-hour drive to Perth. I hope my reception will hold out so I can watch the full stream.
Fingers crossed.
Just thought I'd let you know that even though I'm not in chat, I am here. Hopefully your drive is all... Hope your drive is all right. That is a long drive. And there's no Disneyland at the end of that drive either.
Yeah, I know. It's the worst part.
That is the worst part.
Vivian says, Adam is clearly the #1 hype man. Thank you. I try and hype up as many things as I can.
Aw. What's for dinner was like, congrats on your 2-year anniversary this night. I can't believe it's been 2 years, dude. That's nuts. Game Boy 14 says, woo, first time at the live. Let's go. Woo woo.
Welcome. Thank you for joining us for the first time.
Kayla Ray Reed says that's the best episode of Doctor Who.
It's a really good episode.
It is a very good episode of Doctor Who, but the best episode of Doctor Who is Blink.
Blink is really good, but I don't think it's the best episode.
I don't.
I have a lot of really favorite episodes. I don't remember the names of any of them. Robin remembers the names of almost all of them. The one where Matt Smith confronts the sun and he has that monologue.
Oh, that's like episode 1.
All the tragedy in his life. Like, that one's just like heart-wrenching.
Was it episode 1 of that season? Or
no, I think it's like 6 or 7.
Is it? I don't know.
I really like the one where he goes and tries to get Amy back. God damn, there's so many of them. And then David Tennant has so many good episodes.
His are so good.
What's the name of the one where they find basically the evil in all things at the end of the universe?
When it goes to
the Impossible
hell,
Planet,
pretty much. Yeah, or something.
Yeah,
like
the Impossible Planet and the one that comes after that.
Where
Those two.
Where the devil's on the inside.
Yeah, where he's like, you can't be the devil. Like, the devil's not an actual entity, and he's like, I am the evil that is represented in all things. That episode is fucking crazy. Like, those two episodes together are like the perfect horror movie for me. So it's like campy, but also terrifying, and it'll haunt you in your dreams.
Aw, I'm Beef Trainer says, you guys look like you've got a hot date. We are each other's hot dates.
Hell yeah. 5. Boom. Applejack says, woo! Oh, right. Robin, you looking like a snack.
Oh, thanks.
You are. Scrolling. I'm done with my YouTube shitty.
Oh, no. Okay, so what I have is Earl Grey tea with bourbon today.
Indeed, we Googled.
We Googled it. We were like, what is a nice booze that goes with tea?
Shout out to Google Home, who told us and gave us a list that scrolled by and told us what goes with what.
Yeah, this is not an ad. We just have one of those.
Yeah. Cody Ryan says, Angels Take Manhattan was my favorite. That one is also excellent. Very sad.
That one's very sad. Ooh. Tried it.
Is it good? Doesn't look like it's good.
I just don't like bourbon.
I was going to say, that face doesn't say it's good. It's Bullet Bourbon, in case anyone was wondering.
What's funny is, I'm not the biggest fan of bourbon. Holy crap, that is fucking annoying. You can do that without tapping the glass. You know that, right?
It's a lot harder, and it doesn't go as fast. Just saying. You can keep going.
It's just so fucking annoying. Stop.
Check it out. The spoon's a little skull. Can you see that? I don't think you can.
A lot of...
There you go.
So, if you are at the $50 tier for patrons, which reminds me, I need to send out Sam and Andrews. But if you're a $50 tier patron,
That's delicious. Holy shit. Maybe you just didn't stir it enough.
I do different little goodie type things, small, tiny little gift things that I sent out every month. And one of the things that I've sent in packages past are these spoons with some of the tea that I like to drink, or some themed teas. So like there's a Sleepy Hollow tea that I've sent out, which is cool. But yeah, so if you are interested, that's another little Patreon thing.
Try it now.
My spoon.
You drink your drink with your spoon in your cup, and that's just insanity to me. All right. Mike Land says he can, but he won't. LOL. Vivian says, that's so funny. Vivian says, I only watch the ones with David Tennant as the doctor. You're missing out on so many good ones. Applejack says, to be honest, when I first listened to the podcast, I didn't think you guys were a couple because you bully each other so much. That's hilarious. And yeah, I can totally see that. So you should see it when the camera's not on. It's so bad.
It's
she is
really bad.
So mean to me.
You're so mean to me.
All the time. I'm so not. I just defend myself.
Yeah, whatever. All right.
If Spooky Sis were here, she would give insight into that.
Alrighty.
Damn, that's good.
Ginseng Joe says, it freaks me out because I know of a bank that's right on the corner of a really busy intersection, and my mom and I always worry that there will be an accident one day where a car just drives right into the bank. Yeah, when there's a house that's right on the end of a road, I'm just like, no, bad idea. And it's just one day a car's just going to drive straight in.
We had a car go into our yard, and we didn't live on like an intersection or anything like that where I grew up. We were on vacation, and it took out a tree of ours. We got home, and like there was tire tracks and a destroyed tree, and no one had contacted us or left us contact information, even though like emergency services had showed up and taken the person to the hospital and got the car out. Where it's like, oh, our yard's destroyed and a tree is gone and we don't know what happened. So that can definitely happen anywhere.
Winter Girl says, I'm about to eat my internet if it keeps going in and out. What's funny is right before the show, like maybe 5 minutes, less than that, before the show, the internet went out. The internet went out for maybe 2 minutes.
Yeah.
And we were just like, oh my God.
It went out Tuesday morning too, like right before I was about to post the episode. Robin had to print out her script because she couldn't upload it to the cloud to use on her tablet. So we've had some spotty internet. So if anything goes wrong while we're on the air, just know we'll try and come right back.
Yeah.
So.
What I was saying about the bourbon is that I'm not the biggest fan of bourbon, but Paul Wesley and Ian Somerhalder,
better known as that guy and that other vampire.
Yeah. They're from Vampire Diaries.
Stefan and Damon.
Stefan and Damon.
And Damon.
From Vampire
I was
Diaries.
thinking of Family Matters. That's my bad.
They made a bourbon company. They created a bourbon company. They make their own bourbon. And my sister ordered a bunch of bourbon for me for Christmas, and because it's just limited edition right now. And it's just so funny because I don't drink a lot of bourbon, but now we're going to have so much bourbon.
I love bourbon, so
Do you
I'm
really?
excited. Yeah.
Oh, what
did you try that again?
Yeah, I did.
Is it good?
Yeah, it's not that bad.
You gotta stir it. You're not stirring if you're not clanking that spoon. Just saying.
I hate you. Let's see. Cody Ryan says Angels. Oh, you already read that. Angels Take Manhattan.
I did.
There's so many good Doctor Who episodes. They're just so freaking
Saw Ginseng Joe said that they've never watched Doctor Who. It's okay. I hadn't either until I met Robin.
All 5 to Daisy says, I have that spoon.
Nice.
And lots of people like that spoon. I do. I like it. It's cute. 5TDC says, I drink with the spoon. And I Westerner says, I have drank with the spoon, but I prefer without. I don't know. I just hold the spoon.
It's just obstructions, you know.
It's not obstructing.
I like a free and
like
clear. Yeah, but you have to hold it like that.
But I'm holding the
What if you want to
anyway.
just hold it by the handle?
Then you just do it the other way.
Well, look now. It's just totally unstable.
Yeah, it is unstable. Actually, it's because this is not the right hand. There.
It's too much work. All right. You ready for me to read? You got more over there? That's really good.
The Snark says, y'all inspired my husband to make hot toddies, or hot thotties as I call them.
Nice.
With the bourbon tea. Nice. People asking about the stream.
Yeah, about 90 minutes. We shoot for around 90 minutes. Sometimes we go over, sometimes we don't. At the end of the stream, though, we do play a little game to win a free sticker or two. So stick around.
Chunkster says, straw people to drink and stir.
That's funny.
I mean, it's the same thing as having a spoon. You have the straw there, but you use it to drink. You still gotta hold your straw.
I don't use straws, so I usually just go like. I used to do that until the pandemic, because I was like, straws are for kids, and now I'm like, I don't know whose lips have been on this cup, and I don't know if it's been washed properly, so I have one of those.
You're talking about if you go to a restaurant,
steel straws,
not at
correct?
home.
Yeah, I never use
straws at home,
like ever.
All right.
You can get the spoons like the McFlurry ones. That's genius right there. That's problem solving. Put that guy on a corporate team. Tammy says, yeah, I made it for the stream. A bit late, but glad I didn't miss it. Hi, everybody. Hello, Tammy. Thank you for joining us. We're about to go into our second email right now. Actually, this one is long, so no, it's fine. We'll go with this one. It's a good. I'm going to mark it, and then I'm going to do my transition.
For some reason, I freaked out. I was like, oh, my God, where's my face mask?
Wow. It's because she works in an office where she has to have her face mask on at all times.
It just feels weird sometimes where I'm sitting here and I'm at a computer. I'm like, oh, God.
Sorry, I just minimized stuff that I shouldn't have minimized. Let me bring it back up just in case anyone wants to go out there.
What's your dinner says you should have said, so stick around. Stick around. I'm
going to go ahead and mark that and transition gracefully out of that terrible joke. All right.
I thought it was funny.
I'm glad you did. It was a good joke. All right, here we go. All right, so I'm going to move into my first email of the show, and this subject is creepy pest control man. Seems kind of judgy. And it starts out like this. Hello, Robin and Adam.
Hello.
Hello. What's up? This just happened, so it's fresh in all caps. It was a day like any other.
Oh, my God. Okay.
I was on my way to pick up my son from school. I was driving through the neighborhood near the school when I noticed the truck behind me was following me. Side note, which we do this a lot, we had someone in front of us that seemed to be going the same place as us, and I asked Robin at some point, like, do you think they think we're following them? Because it was just like every turn we were behind them over and over. So
I get
it happens
paranoid
sometimes.
too. I get paranoid when there's a car behind me.
Yeah, me too.
And it follows me into the subdivision, and then it follows me down the street, and then I'm like, fuck.
So let's read on in this email and see like what the nightmare scenario actually would be. I did a few test turns without using my turn signals. Once I confirmed that this guy was indeed following me, I was freaking the fuck out. It's a neighborhood with lots of cul-de-sacs, so I was trying not to trap myself. I called my not boyfriend, in parentheses hands-free, thanks technology, and told him what was going on. I find it interesting that you called him your not boyfriend. You could call them so many other things.
My friend.
Friend would work.
Unless, I mean, some people are sticklers, like, it's a guy friend. He's not my boyfriend.
Right.
Because a lot of the time people are like, oh, you hang out with a guy? What are you, is he your
Some
boyfriend?
dudes are like, am I your boyfriend now? Well, what do you think? Are we together now? It's like, no, you're not my boyfriend. So maybe that's why. Anyways.
Stop pressuring women.
I'm not pressuring women at all.
No, I'm just saying in general, people need to stop pressuring.
Oh, yeah. If you get assigned the label of a not boyfriend, then, I mean, back the fuck off. The email goes on. He told me to start driving toward the police station. That is good advice. I was nowhere near the police station, and I had to pick up my kid by 6. His next suggestion was to drive to the school and run inside and tell someone that I was being followed. I couldn't do that. I can't go inside the school. Thanks, COVID. So after a few minutes of trying to lose this guy in the neighborhood, he's waving at me out the window and honking his horn.
Oh,
I
God.
flipped him off. Take the hint, man.
Well, this guy's following them for a reason. Like your gas tank is open or your trunk is open or something like that.
If I've learned anything from this show, it's that the murderer is in the back seat of the car and this person's trying to warn you.
Oh,
I'm wondering. We'll find out. I'll pause for a moment to say that I have a brake light out. I'm aware of it, but why would he be this dedicated to telling me I have a brake light out? I'll also mention that I have a lot of driving anxiety, so this definitely won't help with that. So I make my way to the main road. I stopped trying to turn into traffic safely, but also hopefully put another car between us.
All right.
He's still waving and honking aggressively. I'm still on the phone telling I'm still on the phone telling my not boyfriend what is happening.
They're probably like, we're trying to reach you about your
car's extended warranty. That's good. I turn onto the main road and then again at the intersection. This guy does not take the hint. He's still following me and I change lanes several times. So just to pop out of the store really fast, call the police. Yeah. Tell them exactly where you are. Tell them the car that's following you and try and get the license plate and they will come after that car.
I've been in a car with my friend who has called the police and been like, this car is real sketchy. They're swerving back and forth. And so he calls the police and the police are like, give us, all the information you can. And then they say like, follow at a safe distance or whatever. It was the opposite, obviously. It was not,
So you were following them.
Yeah, because they were being like, driving like they were drunk.
So at the end of this email, it's going to turn out to be Robin.
Shut up.
So still following. I'm driving headed toward the loop, in parentheses, local intercity highway nickname. I'm in the far left lane, and now he's driving right next to me. We are stopped at a red light. Jesus. My brain just shut down. We are stopped at a red light, and he's right next to me yelling. I think I heard him say that I ran several stop signs. In parentheses, of course I did. Creepy man was following me. My not boyfriend told me to just listen and focus on him, look straight ahead, and not make eye contact with the guy. So that's just what I did. Eventually he drove off, and I continued talking to my not boyfriend as I drive back to my son's school. It was so scary-ish, but I thought it would be worthwhile to write into you guys. These are good things to keep in mind if you find yourself in a situation in which you are being followed. Start driving to your local police station.
Which is smart.
Hopefully the creep following you will take the hint and leave you alone, and if not, you're at a building filled with police officers. In parentheses, I'll skip that. Marking that. Drive to a well-populated area and run inside to tell someone you're being followed. And lastly, I know this isn't from your podcast, fuck politeness. That is My Favorite Murder, and 100% endorsed. Even if this creep was trying to tell me about my brake light or something, fuck him. I already know. You are not obliged to humor someone by rolling down your window to talk to them. I'll end with this, and I'll leave it to your discretion whether you want to say this on the pod. He was driving a company car, and they leave the name of the company, which I will leave out. It is in Lubbock, Texas, though. A lot of stuff from Texas this week.
Yeah.
This was a bit long. Thank you for reading. I love your pod so much. Stay sexy and keep on creeping on. They mixed the My Favorite Murder ones and ours. That's very nice. Much love, Elizabeth. Well, thank you for sending that in, Elizabeth.
If My Favorite Murder ever wanted to work with us, I swear I would shit my pants.
I was just like, my literal thought when you said that, I was like, I'd shit my pants.
Oh my God.
I would
be like, oh my God, hold on. Karen, Georgia, I gotta go wipe my butt real quick.
I would not call them Karen and Georgia. I would be like Mrs. Hardstark. Like, I would not have the balls to call them Karen and Georgia until they told me
God.
I could. So, yeah, dude.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Here's what I will say about your incident, is that I totally understand the idea that if someone's following me, get the fuck away from me.
Yeah.
I am so morbidly curious as to why they were following or why someone would follow. If
Why
they're trying to yell, I would
it,
be like, what the fuck do you want?
Yeah, but see, that's because you're more of like a straightforward person.
Yeah.
But as a woman who is not very strong, you know.
You're strong. Strong-willed.
Well, I tried to push the stupid bar.
She tried to do a bench press the other day. It was 40 pounds.
Just the bar. And my hands were like...
They were wobbly, but they got it there. It's funny. She says she's not strong, but when she strikes me, it hurts. Just saying, so.
But you can't do that. It's too scary. For me, it's too scary to be like, what do you want? If someone like got mad at me for the way I was driving and was trying to yell at me, I just stare forward in my car and just ignore them if they pull up next to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, when you stopped at the place and the guy's yelling, you ran several stop signs. It's like, are you the fucking police? Like, go away. Like, maybe you cut him off and he was having a bad day and he decided to follow you and scream at you. But like, my sincere advice to anyone in this situation, call the cops.
I would call the cops, yeah.
Call the fucking cops. Like, the dispatcher will stay on the phone with you.
I think it's smart to just drive to the police station.
It's a really good idea, too.
But see, the thing is, not everybody knows where a police station is.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know where our local police station is.
So you just call up the cops. You say, hey, someone's following me right now. I don't know what the hell their deal is. Like, they're in a white van. It has this name on the side of it. Then the cops are going to contact that like local business and be like, hey, do you have a fucking driver harassing citizens? Yeah. And like, that's going to be bad for them. So
yeah, I would definitely report that.
Absolutely.
If you know so much, like that much information about a car and that's doing that to you,
you should absolutely reach out to that company too, and be like, hey, one of your drivers was harassing me on the road and following me like a lunatic. Also, I wrote into a podcast and they're going to talk about it. So that's some really bad fucking
like, I reported it to the police, so you should expect
that too. Police are probably more important, actually, note. So.
But yeah, thank you for sending that in, and we're glad that you're safe and nothing bad happened. Yeah.
Absolutely.
It reminds me of that other story that we got from, I think, Cat Beatrix that sent it in, where someone followed her into the apartment complex. And that happens, and it's scary.
That's when it happened. We were following someone into the gated community our friend lives in, because they were putting in the gate code, and the gate opens and stays open for like 20 seconds. So we didn't stop to put in the gate code because the gate was already open. So we were like driving to our friend's house and realizing they were taking all the same turns as us. And I was like, do you think they think we're following them? So I was just like, put your turn signal on super early as the person in the back.
So I try to do that.
So they can make a getaway.
Yeah, if I'm following a car for way too long, I'm just like, oh no, I'm going to make sure you know I have plans before you make your move.
I put my turn signal on before they do so. But anyways, thank you so much for sending that in. Definitely thought-provoking. Good stuff.
Yeah. Stay sexy and keep on creeping on. Man.
It's pretty good.
It's pretty good.
It's a good mashup.
Karen, Georgia, if you'd like to work together, please hit us up.
Absolutely.
We love you.
You guys are awesome. We've seen you live.
We have seen them live.
Yeah, 100%.
That is the only podcast I've ever seen live.
On International Women's Day, right? Was it National Women's Day?
Was it National? Yes, it was.
It was certainly Women's Day. I just don't know if it was
because
national
that's why
or
they picked a woman to tell the homegrown horror or whatever.
And at the end, they played their song, and then they were like, "Who runs the world? Girls!" I was like, "Fuck yeah!" So into it. Some guy yelled out in the middle of the show. Remember that?
Well,
and they were just like, "Thank you, random stranger in the audience, for screaming at me."
I think it's because they were trying to give her a compliment.
But it's like, she doesn't need your fucking
she doesn't
compliment,
need your
dude.
yeah.
Shut up. It's a rhetorical thing. She's coming out. They're going to podcast
let them do their show.
Yeah, you don't need to yell compliments.
All right. Scroll.
Yes.
Scroll.
Let's do that.
Scroll. Oh, do we have any little announcements? I can't believe we finished a hype train on level 2. That is awesome.
Pretty good shit.
That is so cool. And it's really neat that when you finish a hype train, everybody gets emotes.
Yeah.
I think that is so cool. And also, I guess it's a good time to remind everyone, if you have Amazon Prime, you guys can join your Amazon Prime with your Twitch and make it Twitch Prime. It's free. You get that with your Amazon with your Amazon Prime
with your
membership.
Little Amazon Prime.
Fuck. Yeah, so that's something that's included with your Amazon Prime membership, and you get to subscribe to a channel of your choice once every month, which I think is awesome.
Yeah, and subscriptions will give that person $2.50 in real world money. And that comes out of Jeff Bezos' pocket.
Yeah.
So it's always nice to force him to spend.
Well, it's not free for you because you have to have an Amazon Prime membership, but it's included.
It's money you get back, basically.
It's just something that they give you, and you can give to whoever you want. I pointed at myself, but you can give it to whoever you want. But yeah.
Right on.
Just thought I'd mention that.
So over there on YouTube, Applejack says, "Is it weird that I'm listening to this while bathing?" Not at all.
No.
I love listening to podcasts while I bathe.
It's funny because I listened to the last podcast on the left, and one of the guys is always like, "Okay, so we're gonna start the episode. I want you to." So they like, light up a joint or something and take your pants off. And
wow.
I'm like, okay, I'm driving, but all right.
Hard pass.
It's just.
I guess I'll take off my
funny.
pants. I mean, I'm just driving.
Tammy
over there on YouTube says, "I know, Robin. I've gotten home in my mask, and my daughter tells me." That's so funny.
What's funny though is when sometimes I forget to put it on when I'm getting out of the car to do something. Like if I have to go inside somewhere, I have to run back to the car. Like the other day I went to the Apple store to pick up something, and I was almost to the little...
It's apples, right? That's all they sell at an Apple store.
So I got out of the car and walked like through the parking structure, and then realized, fuck, I need my mask. So I had to walk back through the parking structure, and oh my God. It's just so annoying for me because I'm like, get this in your head.
I just want a mask like Star-Lord had in Guardians of the Galaxy.
Cool.
It's like, boop, and it just covers your face. No big deal.
My town in Animal Crossing, well, I'm time traveling, so right now I'm like November 22nd. But the mask that was on sale at the store was like, it looked like a bunch of chains on the sides, and it was like gray. It looked like super scary and punk rocky. It was cool.
Nice. I'm like totally caught up on YouTube. I didn't have a lot of YouTube chatter.
The Snark says, smells like autumn in the house now, which is amazing. And Ginseng Joe says, finally hit Arizona for 2 weeks. Fall did. And it has been so cold here too. It actually snowed in Vegas.
It did snow. We didn't get any snow this time though, or else you would have had another video of Robin dancing in it.
It did not snow on our part of the valley, but further north it did. And our mountains, like the mountains behind our house, are covered in snow. It's so cool.
Brian over there in YouTube says, "This is I'm What's for Dinner. Twitch was being an asshole casserole with all the lags, so I'm here on YouTube now."
Oh, nice.
Welcome to the YouTube fam.
Game Boy says, "I'm freezing in Cali. It's been so cold." What's funny is when we went to Utah, it was like 20 degrees. At night it was like 1 digit. And I come back here and I'm like, it's only 40, but I still have to put a coat on because it's so cold.
Such a wimp. I
am such a wimp. And it's just so freaking funny when I hear people in Hawaii, they finally got a cold day. It was like raining, stormy, and it was like 60 degrees, and they're all like,
so cold.
Oh, it's freezing cold. I'm just like,
Dude.
That's like super comfortable weather. I wish it was 60 degrees here all the time. Let's see. The Snark says, I accidentally followed my brother to his friend's house when I first moved to California. He freaked out and drove around a neighborhood 3 times before pulling over.
Wow. I thought someone was following me one time, and it was like the middle of the night, and I was driving home, and I had a pipe in my trunk with like a big fucking nut on it. It was like a water pipe. Yeah. So I was just like, I don't want to get out of my car and open my trunk and grab that fucking thing. But I am so close to doing it. So I was like, if I pull up into my parking lot and this dude's still following me and he stops, like, I'm getting my fucking pipe out. And I pulled in and I parked, and he like went past me, and then he parked like 3 spots after, and I popped my trunk, and the guy got out and he went into his apartment. It was my fucking neighbor who I never met after living there for like 2 years. I was like, oh, I almost just fucking killed that guy. Like, I was so like, this dude is fucking following me.
I sometimes when I feel like someone's following me, and you know what? This is all just paranoia for me, right? But I'm always like, I'm just gonna pull into someone's random house. I don't want to go to my house. I'm just gonna pull into someone else's driveway. But when you do that,
there's always a chance you're pulling into their house, and then you're the lunatic.
Why are you pulling into my house? All right. Oh God, that's a fucking funny point. Winter Girl says, not looking forward to Texas summers. I'm not looking forward to Nevada summers.
Neither am I.
Ugh,
holy shit.
that.
It's been such a warm winter, and we're gonna go into summer and like, well, luckily it's only like, it's like 5 months away, but
people are talking about how they keep getting phone calls for their extended warranty.
They just never let up, man. It's so annoying.
Ginseng Joe says, I had my annual rain session of the year the past 4 days. Who
runs away?
And yeah, it's been raining for 3 days.
We had like two days
really
straight
rainy
of rain,
days,
which never happens here.
And today was super cloudy day, and I was just like, this is great. Can it just look like this
also,
all
the rain
time?
was so dirty. Like, our backyard looks like someone just fucking sprayed dust into it. It looks like shit. I have to go back out there with the hose.
Thank you so much
Just
to
Alex, LOL.
Nicktastic for following us as well.
Oh, hell yeah.
Thank you.
Welcome, Nicktastic.
We should change those little things, like how Haunter comes out. We really should just make our own.
If you want to.
Yeah, we got.
I'm totally fine with that. Like, I just set this up. We gotta use
the green screen and do something stupid.
Yeah, we got that green screen. We got these lights, and we're both pretty fucking dumb, so this could get good. We talked about doing this a couple weeks ago, and someone's like, "Yes, please do green screens."
We should just buy a bunch of chicken tenders or something, and just have you eating chicken tender as one of them.
Thanks for following. I mean, I'm down with this idea just because I get chicken tenders. So.
I love. Oh fuck, Kane sounds so good right now.
Samantha says, "Hey, I'm WinterGirl93 on Twitch. LOL, but Twitch kept buffering, so I jumped to YouTube. Welcome to the YouTube family."
Ginseng says, I always find myself being quote unquote followed when I'm out on the road. It always just turns out to be someone driving into my street as well. Neighbors.
It's so funny.
Oh, thank you, Girl Panic, for saying we look cute tonight. I think it's funny that we don't know any of our neighbors. I don't know what any of them looks like. I waved at one today. I just know what they drive. That's about it. What's his name that lives next door? Was outside getting his mail, and I'd never seen him before.
Ruby's husband.
Yeah.
I don't know his name either. I just know he's Ruby's husband.
And I just waved and said, hello. And he waved back, and I just went inside and closed the garage.
4.5 years.
It's just funny. And my sister doesn't know any of her neighbors either in her neighborhood. And we always, every year, like, look at their yards during the holidays. They look nice. But we don't know who lives there. All right. Game Boy says, I can't stop thinking about the monkey tail beard in the Discord. Adam should totally do it. We are going to have that be the donation goal for February.
We're going to switch off the Stream Boss for a month and do a February monthly goal. If we hit that,
it'll be a monkey beard.
Yeah, I'm going to do the monkey tail beard, which I'm excited. You guys better fucking donate next month. The other thing is that if we hit the goal and we go over it, I think we're going to add in a couple stretch goals. Not sure what those could be, but I'm definitely, if we get to the goal, wearing the monkey tail beard for at least 24 hours so that my employer has to see me look like a fucking asshole. So it's definitely
but you can't have those important meetings where it's
I swear to fucking God.
You can't have a meeting with like the head of a game studio.
I have a meeting next Thursday with the head of our biggest fucking game that is under my care. And if next Wednesday's show gets $200, I will have a monkey tail beard and look like a fucking douchebag for that meeting. You heard it here first. They're actually pretty cool. They would probably laugh. I know they're cool because Robin's been at home before during those meetings, and while I'm presenting very important data, something happens in the show she's watching, or there's really big noise outside, and she's like, what the fuck was that? and they all heard her. So they were totally cool about it, though. All right, before we move any further with reading stuff, I am going to run the 60-second ad because we completely forgot to do that. So don't go anywhere. Don't touch that dial, as they used to say when TVs had dials.
Oh.
What?
No. Cool.
Okay. BRB. I don't think Rob was paying any attention. So, okay. Be right back. Unless you're on YouTube, in which case you're probably still seeing us. Unless you're watching it in the future and this is pre-recorded, in which case you got an ad. You're still hearing this, though.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Nice.
Who runs the world? Girls.
Oh, yeah. While we're on break, I might as well open my Sprite.
Yeah, crack that shit, dog.
Crack that shit. Crack this cold one for the boys. It's actually still cold.
Nice.
It's not a beer, obviously.
I do have some YouTube chitter-chatter, too, so.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
What? I still have Twitch stuff. But yeah, I need to make new I feel like I'm always like, I need to make new emotes. But I already have way too much. Oh, but the pins are finally, the art is getting done for them by the manufacturer.
Nice.
So they're getting in the works. So if you haven't pre-ordered, you can pre-order those.
Please go pre-order those.
Yeah, and I got a couple orders for pre-orders today. So I'm like super hyped. Because I'm super excited about these designs and hopefully you guys really like them. I don't know. But yes, so the manufacturer is getting the art done so that I can approve it and then they can start getting manufactured and then they'll get to your guys' hands soon. I don't know.
Indeed.
I'm really excited for them.
Ad should be done because of the delay. Well, yeah, but you have a delay too.
Oh.
So you'll come back and you'll hear this being spoken. So,
Gotcha.
I mean,
I can still see us.
Well, that's good. That's a cool thing.
Yeah, that Twitch does. So
Solid.
they can still, I guess they can
Good
still
stuff.
hear us. They can still watch us and whatever. They just have an ad on top of it.
Snark said, Scaryish OnlyFans where Adam eats chicken tenders. I swear to God, if I made money doing that, I'd quit my job.
I would pour chicken tendies all over your body.
And I'd pour some sugar on me in the background.
Oh my God, those crumbs. Yeah.
I haven't done a fucking striptease in a long time. I'm pretty sure since the last time we did karaoke.
He has such a hairy chest. Imagine all the crumbs that get caught in there. Yep. Oh my God.
You can't really see it. Yeah, it's okay. Good.
Okay,
it's
now
like
you
my
gotta
face.
show us a nipple.
Not showing anyone a nipple. All right. Samantha over there on YouTube said, that's like the fucking stretch goal. We just figured that out. So $300 for next month and I'll give you a nipple. Samantha said, not really. I'm not going to fucking do that.
Why not?
I'm pretty sure
I'm
pretty sure like nudity, like exchanging cash for nudity is against.
For your nipples?
Wow. I'm pretty sure it's against the guidelines for Twitch.
Guys can't show off nipples?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Really?
Okay, Samantha says, I keep getting texts about the U.S. Census for some reason. Like, why would the U.S. Census text me for?
Cody Ryan says, this is the first time I've actually caught a live stream. Hopefully it's not ridiculous.
This is always how they are. This is pretty tame, actually.
This is pretty tame. I mean,
I haven't been struck once yet, so. Brian says, because they're trying to reach you about your car's extended warranty.
Glitch says, I love the last podcast on the left. I think they're funny. Sometimes they're over the top, but most of the time, I don't know.
Only ones I've ever heard were them being super over the top.
Yeah,
and I was like,
some of them are. I'm just.
And she even told me they're not normally like this, and I was like, I'm not looking for a new podcast.
What was I gonna say? Oh, this weekend we are not playing Among Us. We are playing Overcooked. So
there's nothing scarier than trying to play a co-op game with your significant other. And I will say, we have played Overcooked before. We aren't rookies at this,
and we are very
good.
We're very good at this game, but it's because we yell at each other a lot.
So it's gonna get intense. Like we have never played Overcooked with each other, and not at some point been really mean to one another.
There's gonna be people out there though that are like, "Why are you throwing the food on the floor?" It's like I don't care.
I used to not throw the food on the floor until I realized this is a fucking video game and I want to win. Like 3 stars, yeah, you're gonna eat some fucking floor food. Little floor spice makes everything nice.
Oh my God. Oh.
Brian said, haha, Twitch, no ads for me over here on the tube. That is hilarious.
Hello, Nicktastic. Thank you for joining us.
Mike Lynn over there in YouTube says, so excited about those pre-order pins.
52DZ said it didn't snow where they live either. And my aunt posted a video where it was like sleet.
Yeah.
Snowing. That's what it's called, right?
Just
when it's
sleet.
Really wet.
Yeah. Wet snow.
Yeah.
Wet rain. Snow rain. Whatever. Rain is wet. Whoops.
I mean, she doesn't live that far away, but they had snow.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
Samantha said, go ahead.
No, what were you going to say? I don't care.
Samantha said, only if it's the dinosaur ones when it comes to the chicken tenders, I'm pretty sure. And then they also said, get some pasties at them. Wow.
Oh, we can get the ones with tassels?
No.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Maybe if I lose some weight and I look good, then I'd be happy to show off my body. Brian says, dirty joke of the week. I get to do the dirty joke of the week. Also, I haven't gotten the question of the week from Vivian in like 3 weeks. Brian says, dirty joke of the week. When is it okay to hit that's not the right word. To hit a little person when he's standing next to your wife and says her hair smells nice. That's really gross.
Ew.
Yeah, it's about
I was like, ew.
pubic hair.
Oh, ew.
Tammy said, pour some tenders on me while Adam eats cane tenders.
Let's see. Ginseng says, it was pretty cold this morning too. Actually, the coldest it's been all year. Had to scrape ice off my windshield. Chunkster says, I honestly would not notice if someone was following me. I don't even notice when someone is flirting with me.
That's
or so
funny.
I'm told. You know what? I get that though too. Adam's always like, you don't realize that's what they're doing.
I'm like, they're trying to fuck you. You know that, right? No. And then like 2 hours go by in texting, and then she just puts down the phone like, yeah, they're trying to fuck me. I'm like, yup.
Oh, God.
Samantha says, yep, dinosaur nuggets. I'd love a pumpkin cat t-shirt, Robin, to be honest. That's a pretty good idea. Tammy says, we got a couple of inches of snow today, then drizzles. Now it's all freezing. Ooh,
I want to do a shirt design where it's like a pattern. I've never done a patterned shirt
That'd be cool.
before. Yeah, I think that'd be fun to try and do.
I want more clothes. I realize I have been wearing the same shit since we started the show, and this is like our 100th, over 100 episodes, I'm pretty sure, of live shows.
Oh, yeah?
It's just like, I don't buy myself clothes very often at all. And on top of that, like the pandemic, I don't go out very often at all because there's like no point. So I'm like, man, I need to get some new shirts because this is really nice. My dad got this for me. It fits nice and it feels good. This like has tubing though, like that cloth tubing that it has for like borders. And this bottom one keeps just like flicking my nipple, like it's flicking my titty, and it's really driving me crazy. So I'm not into
God.
that.
I'm Beef Trainer says, I'm up in my Patreon for that beard due. We're just going to put the donation
Save the
for
money
last
for the
month, for next
February
month.
donation goal.
Yeah,
on the
February
live stream.
donation goal. Okay, so Jinxing says, Adam, scare Robin for the green screen emote thing. We'll figure it out. We'll figure some type
I can't put her in
out.
front of the green screen and then be like, all right, stand there, and then just try and scare her.
Yeah.
It might work.
52DZ says, I treat all my neighbors like they're sus.
That's funny. Evan says, okay, fine, Adam, since you asked so nicely. Question of the week, what is one argument you look back on and think, wait, why were we even arguing about that? I honestly don't know. I can't think of one. Like, I can think of like some arguments I've had, but it's like, yeah, that person was fucking wrong. Like, that person's an asshole. But that's like big stuff where like I felt betrayed or things like that. I think for smaller stuff, I've just like gotten to the point in my life where I just don't argue about it and just like, whatever. Moving on.
The Snark says, because of isolation, I have no idea how much enthusiasm I should greet my neighbors with. I'm either that crazy person who's too excited or a complete bitch. I just don't say hi to people. I don't know. I just don't.
I'll wave at people, like, and if they wave back, then I'm like, I'm gonna keep waving at them. But the second I wave at them and they don't wave back at me, and I know they saw me, I'm like, fuck them forever. They're dead to me forever, unless they wave at me. And then I'm like, oh my god, hey. So I just like I don't talk to the neighbors very often, so it's like that's my relationship with them.
Ginseng says, I just realized Robin has Halloween colors tonight. Yeah, I mean, is the shirt orange or is it red?
It looks orange on camera, but it's definitely red. It's definitely red in person.
In real life. Or like it's a burnt orange.
Yeah.
Maybe.
No, it's way more red than burnt orange. It's like it's teetering towards orange, but it's definitely a different color on camera. So.
Ginseng says, I will make a substantial donation to help contribute to the goal.
Wow. Samantha says,
Everyone wants you to get that stupid mustache.
I'm so fucking excited. Samantha said, my laptop crashed last week, so I'm on my old Gateway laptop. Tammy says, your Gateway laptop is pretty awesome, still running good. Man, I remember when we used to have Gateway computers when I was a kid. They were like the best for the longest time, and I don't know what happens to them, but I haven't seen them in a long time. Pour some sugar on me. It's in my head now.
Glitch says, I want that Cthulhu on a shirt, a hat, a blanket, any kind of clothing you can go on. I want it. That's funny.
Such a good Cthulhu, right? I love that design.
Those designs get put on merch eventually, just not right away because I want patrons to have access to that stuff. And yeah, I mean, you can go to our Teespring and there's Nessie and Mothman right now, but those things will be on merch eventually.
Mothman is awesome. Nessie is awesome. I love them all.
All right, I'm going to read my next email because it's my turn, right?
Yep.
All right. Oh, God. The title is sad. Okay. This next email is... Or I'm going to get into my next email. Fuck.
Let's go ahead and take that from the top.
That.
Yep.
I'm going to get into the next email here. And it's titled The Dead Boyfriend Story.
Wow, that is a very intense title.
Yeah. Hey guys, you can call me Q, which I found very funny considering everything that's going on right now.
It's a really, really bad letter to pick.
It's inappropriate in this day. Well, okay. So before 007 used to his
for quartermaster.
Yes, used to be called Q. So, all right. I've been listening for a couple months now, and I really want to say thank you. Your podcast has helped me through a tough time. Developing anxiety in your mid-30s isn't fun. I think Adam and I are close to the same age. Oddly enough, Scaryish has helped me through the trials. I drive an hour to and from work, and you're with me for those 2 hours, not in a creepy way.
Wow.
Hey, someone was watching the live show while taking a bath, so...
Yeah, don't even worry about it.
Don't even worry about it.
It's not creepy at all. The only time you gotta start worrying about it is if, like, you're dimming the lights, you're turning the candles on, you're like, lay down, baby, I'll make the mood extra special. And you put us on. That's weird. Unless they're like... Let's fucking do it now. Like, I am jacked when they hear the intro music.
Oh, God.
I don't think there's anyone out there like that,
stop it. This is getting weird. Okay.
I shouldn't be joking around this much for such a serious email.
I feel like I know you guys after all these hours of listening time, and you make me laugh and smile again, not in a creepy way. I even became a patron because I really do love and appreciate both of you. Aw, thank you.
We appreciate it so much, especially now during... January Patreon push.
I finally decided to share one of my many, and I mean many, encounters with the paranormal, which honestly, I don't even know what I believe in, but I can tell you my personal true story experiences, and you can judge for yourself. The following happened when I was straight out of high school and had been dating my then boyfriend for a few months. I woke up on this particular day and had this god-awful feeling. That bad feeling that lingers, like you know something is just not right. I almost posted on MySpace. Oh my gosh, MySpace.
Remember MySpace?
Yes. Yep.
You had to pick your top 8 friends. That was so much fun ranking everyone.
So I almost posted on my MySpace, everyone stays safe today, because of this ominous feeling that I couldn't shake. Yes, I am MySpace old. It's okay, we are too.
Yeah,
I spent so much time on my MySpace. I even did changed all the HTML. I had special, you know how you have your top 8, right?
Yeah.
You can... I did special pictures for my top 8 and made them nice and tap my microphone and just you could edit everything about your MySpace page and make it very personal, and I did that, and so I had a really cute little top 8 area and chose the pictures that I wanted on there and had them my specific shape and border and all that. It was just, I spent way too much time on my MySpace page.
And anyway. Now we all spend way too much time on Facebook.
Yeah, so. But I don't spend that much time on HTML.
Yeah.
Yeah. I used to spend so much time, I want sparkles on my page or I want music on my page. You know what I mean? I spent way too much time.
And they wound up just building those things into it. All right.
Anyway, I should have done it because then you wouldn't be able to say I'm full of shit. We aren't anyway. Anywho, there were some odd events leading up to what happened that night that I would call a premonition of sorts. But adding that part would make this even longer than it already is. So here we go. This summer evening, the boyfriend and I left our friend's house and I handed him his helmet out of his car, gave him a kiss and told him to stay behind me. Deer are thick here. That's back where you lived, right? Where they just kind of run across the road.
Right. I've never heard that expression though. Deer are thick here because I thought, okay, thick with 2 C's obviously. So. I was like, damn, that deer thick.
Okay, things are going to get serious, so stop making jokes.
Sorry.
I was driving his car, and he was on his street bike. He, of course, did not listen and passed me on our way out of town. Within a minute of him passing me, his taillights disappeared, and I saw a cloud of smoke from the curve in the road he unfortunately missed. He had gone off a steep embankment and crashed. Very long story made very short. I was all alone with my dead boyfriend waiting for help. That is absolutely terrifying and awful, and I can't even imagine being in that situation.
Right.
Now to the aftermath. His mom asked me to compile funeral music, which was hard, especially because the week before he died, we were sitting in his car as he had told me, if I ever die, play the dance at my funeral. True story. So here I am on my bed crying while burning a CD. I'm old, I know. When my bed sinks in, like someone sat down next to me. The comforter sank in as well, like the whole corner of the bed sunk down, like someone had sat down on it. That's so, crazy that, because lots of people experience
I was going to say, we've
that.
gotten a lot of emails like that.
I freaked out a little, not going to lie, snapped me right out of the depressed crying person I formerly was. Then, following his funeral, I brought home some of his belongings his mom had given to me and a sash from the funeral flowers that read friend. I arranged them in a little shrine on my windowsill and wrapped the sash around a bottle of his favorite liquor. He was old enough to drink, by the way, so obviously 21.
Right, at least.
And so don't get weird, people. I came home one day, walked into my bedroom, and the first thing I see is the sash had magically moved from the bottle and was now wrapped around his hat that I had placed in the shrine. Like, what the fuck? I lived by myself. Nobody broke in and moved it, just saying. Months later, I had a roommate move in, and he had a wiener dog, dachshund, if you folks didn't know. I was getting ready for work, and the weenie was in my room, so I kicked him out nicely, closed the door, and went to shower. Master bedroom, bathroom is connected to the bedroom, for reference. Okay, so they have, like, an ensuite.
Right.
Walked out of the bathroom, the weenie is standing there staring at me. I kicked him out again, made sure the door was definitely closed this time, walked into my closet, came out, and the dog was standing there, staring at me. That was a nope moment. My roommate wasn't home, by the way. I mean, it could have been a ghost opening your door,
or a really perverted dog.
Really smart dog.
Yeah, I was saying not minding his own business.
But if you're making sure the door is closed, like you hear the click of the thing, it's not like the dog just pushed the door open. And it's a wiener dog. It's a little dachshund. So it's like, there's no way they're tall enough to pull the handle.
Yeah, it's definitely very odd.
And that's assuming that it's one of those handles that you can pull and push. All right. There were a slew of events after that. I thought someone had broken in one night. It sounded like someone was stealing all of the stuff out in the main part of the house. Why I didn't think to call 911 in that moment, I don't know. Guns is why, probably. Locked and loaded. It was so loud, though, and you could hear footsteps on the hardwood. No roommate at that time, all by myself. Another instance, years later, I was in bed with a friend, quote-unquote friend, watching a movie when the comforter was tugged from the end of the bed, enough to visibly see it move. And then my dog walked to the end of the bed and stood up on her hind legs. She does that. Facing away from us like someone was talking to her. My quote-unquote friend had a oh hell no moment, and I said, told you shit happens around here. It's just Kay, ghost boyfriend, messing around trying to scare you, because by then the creepy happenings were totally normal for me. I didn't even flinch. He was freaked out though. My house was brand spanking new when I bought it. No other person had lived there before. I bought it my senior year of high school as an investment. That's impressive.
That's awesome.
I had $0 when I graduated high school.
I only know one person who did that, and they made a lot of money off of their house.
Oh, is that Lucas?
No.
Oh, okay.
Lucas got his later on. It's Jansen.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
No, it's not on an Indian burial ground or anything of that nature. There was so much that went on in that house, though, and those are just the cliff notes. Side rant to freak Robin out, oh God. As you walked out of my bedroom, there was a hall that went down to 2 other bedrooms and a bathroom. That was the hell no hall. I lived there by myself the majority of the time I owned the place, and that was a nope for me. Get dusty and nasty. I'm not going down there to clean you. That's fucking funny. It gave me the icks, and for no reason at all, it just creeped me out. Sometimes there are places that just do that. Where you're like, nope, bad energy down that way. A lot of memories down road. Back on topic, I think over time it was almost comforting to have him around. It probably helped me cope with his passing, to be honest. I feel like it's a ritual at this point to apologize for the long story. So sorry for the long story. No, I think it's interesting, and I think that happens to a lot of people.
Yeah.
I'll send more, and I'll refrain from making them so damn long. Hate you guys with love, of course. Keep on creeping on Q. Thank you so much for sending that in. That's a really rough thing to go through, especially when you're so young. And then you're out there in the middle of the road by yourself, it's just, I'd have so much PTSD.
Yeah, that would be I can't imagine going through that. I had a friend who got into a car accident. His girlfriend was following him, and he was okay. He wound up being okay. They had to use the jaws of life to cut him out of his car. But I remember getting a terrible feeling. I think I've talked about this on the show before. And I say that because it's like, for anyone who's listened to the episodes like intently, they'd be like, he's talked about this already. But for a lot of people I know, it's like, you might forget as well. But yeah, I had a friend who got into an accident, and there was one night I was working in my mom's office, and my mom's office had a view of a road. And I just had this really bad feeling like something bad was going to happen that day. And randomly I saw like lights like on the road that intersected with the road I lived on, which was about like a mile or two away. And I was like, that looks like an accident. And it's like around a really weird spot. It wasn't near the intersection. It was just along this road. And immediately I was like, I know someone who's in that wreck. I just knew it. I knew there was something very wrong. And I literally went to my dad and was like, hey, where's the camera? Like the camcorder. And he gave it to me. I charged the battery. And then I drove down the road and I turned on the camera because it had the best zoom out of anything in the house. So I could zoom in because I had the road blocked off because the wreck was so bad to see if I could recognize the car. And I couldn't. So I was like, you're being crazy. Like, just go home. Stop being stupid. I put everything away. And then like 20 minutes later, my friend's girlfriend shows up at my doorstep and her face is covered in blood because his hand got cut. And his hand was just covered in blood. And he reached through the window like, it's okay, babe. Like, you know, she was fucking Saruman blessing that stupid orc.
Oh, God.
So she shows up at my house like, Urukai. And the first thing I said was like, that was John, wasn't it? And she was like, yeah. And I was like, all right. I was like, I'll follow you to the hospital. And she was like, please drive slow. Because it was one of those nights where it just rained all day. The sun went down. All the water froze on the roads. And it was just nothing but a giant sheet of ice covering the entire area. So like something like that is terrifying. And I can't imagine what it would have been like if she would have shown up at my doorstop and been like, John's dead. So I can't imagine what you went through. But thank you so much for being strong enough to get through it and to share it with us. And I'm sure that'll help someone that's going through something similar and hopefully not as rough, but we do appreciate it. And we do want to hear the rest of your stories. You gave us the Cliff Notes version. We want to hear the full-length version. So don't ever feel bad for sending us a long story. Really, seriously, just send them. So thank you one more time. All right, let's look over in stream chat, see what you folks had to say. I want to give a shout-out to Kinky Ringleader for following us over there on Twitch. We appreciate you joining us.
Game Boy says, my neighbor is a manager at the local pizza shop, and I always say hi to him, so hopefully he can hook me up.
Wow.
It's pretty fucking smart. It's always smart to become friends with people that work at places you go to all the time, because fuck discounts.
My friend John worked at Subway, so he used to go up there to get some free Sammys. Actually, he just gave us cheap sandwiches. And then I got a job there as my first job when I turned 16 and got my car. And that's where John was coming back from that night. He was coming back from work and going home, driving down the same road that I drove to every time. I got into a car accident on that road just like half a mile up the road where my car was fucking demolished. And I somehow survived that too. So, all right.
Looking all over. I can hear is like, Urukai.
Urukai.
Man. We watch Lord of the Rings way too often.
Yes, we do. Samantha says, I think Windows 10 crashed and I had to send it to HP. That stinks. Samantha says, it was running okay. LOL, I've had it since 2008. Scrolling.
Boop, 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 boop.
It takes 7 to 10 days to get the laptop back. That's not too terrible. Hopefully it comes back and it works just fine.
Glitch says about, being, when you were saying how, like, making it super sexy about listening to us. He's like, let me hit you with that. Woo, baby.
Wow.
That's so ridiculous.
That's so funny.
ASB Bunny says, I shower while listening to the stream almost every week because it's my morning and I need to get ready.
That makes sense.
Let's see. Oh my gosh. I Am Beef Trainer says, I wonder how weird I'm What's a Dinner and I are counting watching / listening to Scaryish as a date night activity. That's fucking cute.
It's not weird. As long as you do something together, that's all that matters. Samantha says, oh my God, I loved MySpace. I was that annoying person who had music playing when he would go to my profile.
Glitch says, I was very sure Steve gets tired of me talking about Adam and Robin all the damn time. Like today on the pod, there was this, and this, and it was so funny. That's so cute. You guys are so cute. I love it. All right.
Just like Robin, she's so sick of me talking about Huskers, but I'm like, dude, Huskers did this today.
At this point, I'm like, oh, really? Oh, cool. And his mom today was like, who's Huskers?
I got offended because I'm like, I always say Huskers. That guy I watch your streams, and like, the first time I didn't say that in like a month. She was like, who's Huskers? I'm
always just like, tell your boyfriend I said hi.
Yeah. She says it every time.
Because he watches him all day. And so when I leave.
all day.
So when I leave for work, I'm just like, tell him I said hi.
I mean, I would if I could. That's all I'm saying. I mean, I resubscribed to his channel for the 9th month in a row and he read my name. Oh my God, I was so flushed.
Oh, wow. The Snark says, Athena can open doors and has locked us out of the house before. She jumps up to hit the lever on the door and pushes it open.
Clever girl.
It's pretty smart.
Mike Len says, a lot of uncertain relationships in these stories tonight. Very much so.
You like the quote-unquote friend?
Yeah.
Yes.
Friend.
Why do you have to put quotes
Not
around
boyfriend. Because you don't have to say quote-unquote if you go friend.
It's just...
How many times do you do this for quote-unquote? I do it 4 times.
Quote.
with my one hand. If I do it with two hands, I do it 2 times. Friend.
Quote.
Even though these should only be 1 quote each.
Yeah.
Snapped.
Because it's on 2 sides of the word.
Exactly. Brian says, by the way, Adam, pants or no pants? Pants. They're pajama pants, but they're pants. Samantha says, I had a friend who worked at Whataburger, and he would bring me ketchup from the best thing ever. That's hilarious. I watched the Keith Eats Everything, the Try Guy Keith Habersburger at Whataburger, and he likes most of the stuff. There's some stuff he doesn't like, and people were so fucking angry at him. Samantha guess, probably no pants. I mean, it's a solid guess, but honestly, since I got the new chair, it actually says not to sit in it bare-assed, so I try and always wear pants when I'm in this chair. So
sometimes I sit in my chair in my underwear.
A lot of times, actually.
Is that bare ass? I mean, it's not technically bare ass.
No. I don't sit in the chair in my underwear anymore either. So I said, I'm just glad that no one talks about Farmville anymore. My mom's friend would always get pissed when her sister wouldn't send her a gift back.
Sick. I
never played Farmville, so
I played Farmville.
I was like, this stupid casual gaming isn't for me. And now I work for a company that does casual gaming.
There was a game called like Rat Pack or something like that, and it was all about collecting cards. And it was like you collected all these little cards that had different things on them. And you wanted to collect like the whole collection of a set of cards or something like that, or different items. Fuck.
I never played it.
I used to play that with my coworkers from when I worked at Borders, Iris and stuff like that. We all used to play this game together. And
the only thing I played on Facebook was Words with Friends. I used to play Words with Friends a lot.
I played Words with Friends. There was the Tetris game that they had on Facebook too. I remember I used to play that one, and that wasn't that long ago, maybe like 10 years ago.
I will say I played Words with Friends for a while.
That long time ago.
10 years? I mean, it depends on how old you are, I guess. Played Words with Friends for a while, and then I had a friend who I was like, I proofread every paper he wrote in college, and I was like, you're one of the dumbest people I know. Like, you have not gone a sentence your entire life without misspelling something or using the wrong there, or your. And
that's a big pet peeve.
He was beating me by like 150, 200 points. And I'm like, there's just no fucking way. And I was like, hey, bro, like, what do you use to cheat? It's like, because I know you don't know any of these words. And he just sent me a link to a website where you just
type in the letters
you put the board in, you type in the letters you have, and it gives you every possible fucking word, including the best word you can do. And I was like, wow, you fucking suck. And then I thought to myself, like, well, now it's challenging because it shows you the longest word, but it doesn't tell you where to put it. So you still have to be smart about it. So then I started changing how I played to fuck everyone over that use those stupid cheater boards. So instead of like doing the long runs where you have like intersections, every time there's an intersection, I would just play on everything in the middle. So I was turning everything into a circle so he couldn't play off of anything. And that was the only way I could win against him. But then everyone else I played with who didn't cheat was like, I fucking hate how you play. I guess I played Words with Friends with defense because I got so annoyed, and then no one would play with me anymore.
ASB Bunny says, I've seen the jaws of life used right in front of me. It was crazy scary to see how easily it cut through an entire car chair. Don't worry, no accident. It was an actor for emergency service training. Oh, remember when they had the DARE rallies? Did you ever go to those?
No.
I've been to a DARE rally where it's a whole day. A bunch of schools go out to it. You go in groups to tour the police station, the jails. They tell you, you don't want to be in these jail cells. Look at these. And it's a whole bunch of stuff. You walk into like the inside of ambulances and see what they have in there. You walk into or sit inside police cars, stuff like that.
I did something similar for fire safety, but we had to be in a house, and it was like a house that was designed with like fake stuff to make you think there was a fire going on so you could escape. And like you had to check the door with the back of your hand, and they had the door actually be hot.
Wow.
And they had like some sort of like smoke machine, so that like there was actually smoke at the top.
Oh,
and then you had to climb out the window and like go down the actual like ladder, and we had a ladder in our house that you could throw out the window and like put on your window frame. And then you had to walk across the fake street. I don't know. Because we have a pool, we'll just fucking jump in it and go in slow motion like a John Woo film.
It's not long. It's not deep enough. You'll probably crush your legs trying to jump in that thing.
No, dude, that's more than enough water. I could jump off this roof and be fine in that thing. But I'm like a cliff diver, so I've done that in my past. But anyways, you run across the street and you dial 911. And it's a fake phone, but it'll say something to you. And my friend got there first, and he dialed 911. I was like, fucker. Like, I really want to dial 911. And then they hung up the phone, because you're with like an adult who's like supervising you. And they're like, okay, now you do it too. Because they want to make sure that I know how to do it. I'm like, fuck yeah. Like, I love this.
Yeah, well, my thing was everybody got into the stadium seating afterwards, and they have like in the middle is a whole setup of like a car crash and stuff like that, and they have actors that act like, they're people that were in a car crash, so they're covered in blood, and like it's this huge thing. It was terrifying. And it's funny because now at UNLV they had a bunch of wrecked cars and motorcycles and stuff placed all over campus as like a art installation or something, safety installation. And my freaking friend posted on his Facebook. I was so annoyed because he posted on his Facebook a picture of one of those things, and I didn't realize that's what it was from. He's like, "Ripped my car" or something like that. And I was like, "Oh my God, are you okay?" I was just like,
he's like, "You are so
yeah."
dumb.
He's like, "You are so." No, he didn't say that to me, but he's like, "No, it's just the things at UNLV." Anyway, okay.
Samantha said, "Put a towel down on the chair." Brian said, "If a chair requires pants, it's even worth owning." This one is pretty awesome.
Ginseng Joe says, "I saw 3 accidents on my way home yesterday because of all the abnormal rain we've been getting, and I was so sad."
Shitballs.
That's a lot. It's crazy how bad people drive in the rain when they're not used to it.
Brian said, "I would be like, shut up, chair, I own you. Now support my naked, sweaty body. Don't visualize that. You'll go blind." Samantha said, "My cousin wanted to start an app called Words with Folks, like Words with Friends, but you can use words like y'all, ain't, etc." Ugh, that'd be awful. At least for me. Mike Lynn says, "Of course, Adam would weaponize Words with Friends." Hey, it was weaponized against me. I just created my own.
I'm Beef Trainer says, "Basically, the jaws of life are giant can openers for vehicles."
Yeah, legit.
Dana Cake says, "Subway was my first job also. I always smelled like the bread when I came home."
They used to have the Asiago Caesar chicken sandwich when I worked there, which was a delicious chicken, and it had a wonderful sauce, and it was my favorite thing they've ever had, and they never brought it back. It just makes me so fucking sad.
When I worked at the sushi restaurant, every time I got home, I always smelled like a very specific smell, but I could never pinpoint what it was because it's raw food.
Wasn't that fish?
No, I don't think so. But who knows? I mean, I would get like sauce and tea and soup and stuff all over my shirt all the time.
My shirts always smelled like the bread. Like, no matter what you did, like, and it wouldn't smell like the fresh bread. It would smell like the raw bread. And I closed, which means that I had to set everything into the proofer to proof overnight, and then in the morning the opener would toss it into the oven. But like, no matter what I did and how careful I was to not get anything on me, I go home and I'd be like, I fucking stink like bread. And
I would love that.
Not in the good way, like I just said, not like the baked fresh bread. It was like the fucking raw dough or the stupid frozen like breadsticks. They look like Olive Garden breadsticks. And you put them in these like proving mats, and then overnight they thaw, and then they prove. And it's just like, I would get home and be like, I fucking stink like those things because they just smell terrible.
Oh. AC Bunny says, "It's required in your first aid training in Australia. It's required of you to stop and help if you see an accident. On the driving test out here, the correct answer for if you see someone in an accident is don't touch them."
Yep.
That is the correct answer.
Always get that wrong.
Yeah, I always, because some of the answers that you can select are put a blanket on them or stuff that you would do to help them, but the correct answer is to leave them alone and call 911 or whatever.
America's a weird place.
It is a very weird place.
People literally have stuff like cards they carry in their wallets say like, if I'm injured and incapacitated, do not call an ambulance, because it's like, that will bankrupt me.
Yeah.
I can't go to the hospital.
Call an Uber.
Yeah, call a fucking Uber. I will go in an Uber, or I'll walk there. So
that is nuts, though, that people do that.
Sad, depressing
people have to
thing.
do that.
Yeah. Hopefully things change in the future. Who knows?
All right.
Brian says, "Just imagine how I smelled every day after working at Red Lobster for 12 hours plus. I imagine you would smell amazing because I love Red Lobster, especially those Cheddar Bay biscuits."
Red Lobster's all right. Ginseng says, "I use enough air quotes for the number of syllables, so boyfriend would get boyfriend."
That makes sense, actually. What if you doubled it? Boyfriend. It's really hard to concentrate on that.
Foxy.
You can't spread your fingers for that, though. They're ears.
Oh, it's this.
Foxy.
Oh, man.
You've never seen Wayne's World.
You should watch that movie.
It's so fucking good. Wayne's World is such I realize at some point that I am totally Wayne, like hoping my cable access TV show makes it big. It's like, holy shit, what did I do? And you are definitely Garth, because those dudes were fucking.
What?
Because you're prettier.
Oh.
Mike Myers is probably going to hear that and sue me somehow.
Let's see.
What are your rules for clapping? 1 clap per syllable. What are your rules for clapping? Like, you can't do clapping. That doesn't make any sense. So
mine is more like, get your shit together.
She does per word. I do per syllable. I don't clap that often unless it's like serious sass. Like, I don't get that serious when I want to fucking make someone mad. Here's the thing, though. When it comes to clapping, so this is a different type of clapping. I'm a big sports fan. Big sports dude. Love fucking football. It's my favorite sport in the world. I love baseball as well. I love hockey almost as much. Used to love basketball. I've kind of fallen off of that. I am so deeply connected to the Chicago Bears. Like, I was born in 85. They won the Super Bowl then. I just love that team with all my heart. And they're trash, man. They do stupid shit and you get frustrated. So I have this thing I do and it's super annoying. I hate that I do it and anyone around me has got to be annoyed by it. But when they do something terrible like 3rd and 18 and they throw the ball for 1 yard. I don't do that. I do this. Sarcastic, loud clapping. Like, great fucking job. Good job, team. Good job, 1-8. Good job. And then I criticize the coaches and everyone in the fucking organization.
Some of his favorite lines are, you should just delete yourself.
Yeah, delete yourself. You're fucking awful.
God. Okay.
That's how I talk shit on Xbox, too.
Let's see.
It's a lot of clapping. I hope I didn't blow everyone's eardrums out.
Well, I can see there's a red mark on your face.
There sure is. Look at that. Whoopsies.
Dana Cake says, I always smell like sweets at my shop. I think I've upgraded. That's nice. Send sweets.
Brian says, I ended up smelling like old fish, unfortunately. I would attract every cat for a 5-mile radius.
Oh my gosh. There's so much chat and I feel really bad because I want to get to all of it, but we have to keep reading.
We have one more story left. We're almost at an hour and a half already, too, so... Samantha says, I failed at making the Red Lobster biscuits that come in the box that you get at the store. They look like pancakes. That is so funny. No worries. You can always pick yourself up and try again. Dust yourself off and try again. Try again.
I am Beef Trainer says, you're actually not supposed to touch an injured person as a result of an accident because possible spinal injuries. Learned that in first aid trainings. Yeah, that's probably why.
I was always told you're not supposed to move them. But as far as touching them goes, like, I've never been told that except for in... The
only reason why I would touch someone would be to pull them out if the car was going to set on fire.
I would check their pulse if they're incapacitated, which you're not allowed to do, according to that manual. Brian says, honestly, some of my coworkers would accidentally make Cheddar Bay pancakes as well. That's hilarious.
The Snark says, what are your rules for clapping? I don't clap. Like when I'm mad at someone, I don't clap.
I've never seen a
clap at the end of musical shows. Like I go to like a classical concert, which I've done before.
She applauds when you're supposed to applaud, basically.
Yeah, when you're supposed to applaud, I applaud. But I don't like clap at people like fuck you. No, I don't do that. I just
get your shit together, like she just said she did 5 minutes ago.
But that's what I would do if I clapped. That's
clapped.
I would. That's how I would do it, and that's why I would do it.
Oh my god, it's so good.
Glitch says party time. Excellent.
Vivian said, ow, I got a paper cut on that skin muscle tendon in between my thumb and my pointer finger, and it hurts. Super glue. Use super glue.
Ginseng says, I'm going to keep track of all the slang that Scaryish community comes up with. So far,
Chug some
3
corn.
favorites are nope the fuck out, yo dogs, and asshole casserole.
Asshole casserole is pretty good.
Did you say chug some corn?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that one too.
It's just like chug some corn is specific to the stream, and people used to say that shit in their Discord, and there's like 300 people in the Discord that didn't get it. And it's like, then there's 50 people in the Discord that get it. And I was just like, yep, this is an inside joke, and it's not helping build a community at all.
Let's see. I like, oh my gargoyle. That one's cute. Didn't catch on yet. I will. I'll make something.
I really like Betsy Burgers. I thought that was like one of the funniest jokes I've ever had. We made merch for it in anticipation of it going big, and no one gave a shit. So that was the most disappointing one for me.
All right. Is it my turn to read?
It is my turn.
Oh, all right.
You're done. Gotta mark it. Cool. All right, so I'm going to move into the final email of the show. And this one's subject is, I think my dog can see spirits. Feel free to read on the podcast.
I think a lot of animals can see spirits.
I agree.
Because, I mean, sometimes, like, our Sheba the other day was staring in the corner, and all of us were hanging out in the living room, and she was staring at something else.
Yeah.
We don't know what it was. She was staring at it.
Robin had things that were in the corner of her eye the other day, and she's a goddamn animal, so that would make sense, too.
Thanks. We were talking about it last night, how I was just like, do you guys see shadows or things move from the corner of your eye? And his mom immediately goes like, yep.
I was like, that's fucked up.
And then she was saying, when you get older, you start getting floaters in your eyes, and then you don't know which is which.
I was like, so you can't you can't distinguish the difference between demon and old age. Like, that sucks. So
yeah, so because sometimes I'll be doing something, and I swear I see something like dart out of this, but like the corner of my eye, I feel like I see something move when I turn or stuff like that, and I'm just like.
That's why I have this protection from evil charm that I hang on my microphone. So you should have gotten one too. Got it in Japan.
Nope, I got one so that I could pass school.
Yeah, she got one specifically for passing classes. So, all right. I'm going to actually start the email since all we got through was the subject before we tangentialized. Starts out like this. Hey, y'all. Hey, y'all are included in that, so everyone yell hey wherever you're at. Sorry in advance if this is a bit lengthy. Also, I am a horrible writer, so bear with me. All right, put on your bear gloves. So, I'm pretty sure my dog Max can see spirits. Multiple events have happened for me to believe this, but this one is the most memorable, and I just so happened. Excuse me, that was a fucking mess.
Gross.
You're gross. Just so happened to capture it on video. In parentheses, I'm attaching the videos at the bottom of this email for y'all to watch. I have already watched these, so I will continue with the email. Alrighty. It's the summer of 2019. I moved back in with my parents because I just finished my first year at college. That's why my room is a cluttered mess. You don't need to explain why your room's a cluttered mess.
We are grown adults and are still living in a cluttered mess in our room.
It's sometimes an arranged mess, and sometimes it's a cluttered mess.
Right now, there's laundry that probably spans 4 feet across the floor.
No, it's like 3.9 feet at most. The email continues, my 2 dogs, Max and Piper, were in my room for the night. It was around midnight. My parents were asleep in their room across the house. I was playing Xbox with a friend who I'm talking to through the mic, and I had my bags packed and laying next to my dresser because I was going out of town the next day. I had just finished a game on Xbox, still on the mic with my friend, and he and I both heard Max growling. He was laying at the foot of my bed, staring in the direction of my dresser, which was in the corner of my room. I tried calming him down, giving him pets, and picking him up, but he was not having it, and went back to growling at my corner.
That's scary.
I thought it was a bit off, but my other dog was just looking and didn't seem on edge. Then...
I mean, okay. So one dog saw it and the other one didn't. Sometimes...
Dad's better.
Yeah, fuck. One of our dogs growls at every little thing, and it could just like she hates skateboarders. Mm-hmm. So if she hears a skateboard going down the sidewalk, she loses her shit.
So you know sidewalks are like concrete blocks, and they have like that little divot.
Yeah.
The sound, I'm letting them know.
Oh.
The sound of like the wheels of a skateboard like, going over those. She's like, trigger!
Yeah.
And she loses her shit every time.
So maybe it's something that bothers one dog and not the other.
Right.
Because our Shiba really doesn't bark it too much.
Our Shiba hates bags. Like when you open a garbage bag,
bags, yep.
like flutter your garbage bag to get some air in it.
Someone asked us if we had ever put her in a trash bag, and that's why she hated that. And why would I put my dog in a trash bag?
It's like, no,
bro,
we have not. Like she just hates that noise, and she loses her fucking mind when that happens. So I wonder what the case will be, but we have more of this email, so we'll keep going. This is when I took a video of him to send to my friend. The video is exactly as the writer describes. The dog starts growling and is just looking at the dresser for some reason, and the other dog is just sitting there like, I don't know what the fuck that dog's problem is, but I'm just chilling out. So, goes on to say, when I pulled out my phone, you could see Max turn and look at me and then quickly snap his head back and hold eye contact with someone or something. He growled for seconds, a few seconds longer. My other dog was still unbothered, and then Max just sits himself up, still staring at something I cannot see. When he pushed himself up...
That's pretty intense, like getting real into it now.
When he pushed himself up, his head followed something to the left,
no.
as if someone had walked from the corner of my room towards the foot of the bed where Max was laying.
Nope.
I will say when I watch this, it looks like if someone were to like walk up to the bed, like how a dog's like head goes back and they sit down, naturally how their head follows, like tracks up, and it makes them sit down. Like that's what this dog does.
Shut the fuck
it 100% does that. This
Shut
is where
up.
the video
No,
stops.
Shut up.
And I attached a second one.
Oh my god.
Do you want to watch it?
No, I don't know. I don't want to get scared. I'm sorry.
At this point, Max had been steadily growling for a few minutes, but it was just like a puppy growl. It wasn't very aggressive. He then gets up and is on all fours, hunched like he is about to pounce, and his growling gets defensive. What's funny about that is when this happens in the video, I thought to myself, like, when our dogs shift into defensive mode, the other dog activates, you know? And sometimes, like, they'll start fighting with each other. And now I'll keep reading. Right when he is about to pounce, my other dog, who thought I was unaware, had jumped off the bed right where Max had been staring, and it was like whatever was there vanished. So the second dog jumps off the bed, like it saw the same fucking thing.
He's just like, nah, fuck you.
Yeah. Max jumps off the bed as well, and they're both sniffing around the little area in a circle like someone was there but had just left.
Wow.
Now, I know my dogs. I love them like my own kids, and I know they are protective of me. Max has had several incidents of growling at empty corners, especially at night, but this one was just strange. I truly believe he saw someone that night. I have lots of loved ones who have passed. I'd like to think it was just a kind spirit checking in, but who knows?
The idea that the dog like started tilting their head up to look
that was the
at
creepiest
it.
part when I watched it. I was like, "Yep, that looks like someone just walked up to the bed, and then no one comes in the frame."
Oh man, dude, I'd get so fracking scared.
It finishes out with, "Anyways, I love y'all and the podcast. They always make my day. Keep it up. Cheers from Texas A&M, Alexa."
Texas
Smiley
A&M, go
face.
Aggies.
Go Aggies, indeed.
My sister literally has like a big Texas A&M blanket because she just was like, I'm going to be an Aggie when I graduate high school. She was like, so no, I don't want to. I'm super scared.
I'm going to play the first video for Robin.
Okay.
The sound is off, I think. Hang on.
Oh, that dog sees something, dude.
And that's the one that's just like, whatever.
The dog sees something, man.
See?
Oh my god, he's sitting up. Fuck that. Nope. No.
Pretty good shit.
I'm gonna say there's a big old fucking nope. If it's something that your dog is like, nope, I'm sitting up, fuck this. You know what I mean? Where they're like, I'm going to get ready to jump if I have to.
Shit just got
God,
real.
That's scary.
So thank you so much, Alexa, one more time for sending that in. We appreciate it. All right, so that's the last story of the evening, which means I'm going to read my YouTube chat, and then I'm going to start up the game to end the show. And while I'm doing that, Robin's going to read the Twitch chat. So I'm going to scroll up here.
Thank you so much to Kinky Ringleader for subscribing with Amazon Prime.
Oh, hell yeah. Shout out, Kinky Ringleader.
It's funny because, dogs, they lick their assholes. And
wow.
So, like, okay. But
fucking 1 to 10. No. Bam. I'm going for asshole licking now.
We always yell at our dog when she starts doing it in front of people.
Hashtag don't eat ass.
I was talking to my sister the other day, and I was telling Namiri, I was like, stop it. And Liz was just like, what's she doing? I was like, she's licking her ass. And Liz is like, doesn't she know? Hashtag don't eat ass.
Come on.
But it's funny because sometimes when Adam yells at her, I'm just like, don't kink shame her.
Yeah. Brian says, my favorite line from Scaryish is strap on. Vivian said, are you kidding? I love the Betsy Burger joke. Samantha says, douche canoe. Sorry if I spelled that wrong. I think you got it right.
Bye, Ashley. There's that one.
Bye, Ashley's a good one. Brian says, kind of want to see a short with Bigfoot grilling Betsy Burgers. Shirt. That's what it was supposed to be. Samantha says, gotta go. Need to find food. LOL. Thank you for joining us, Samantha. I totally empathize with wanting to find food. Game Boy says, yo, I want to watch the vid. LOL. I don't think I can actually bring it up on the streaming computer. It'd be kind of a pain in the nuts to do. But in the future, if we have videos like that, I will try and get those so that you can all watch them as
maybe
well.
we can ask if we can post it on our Instagram.
Yeah, I can reach out to the person and ask if they're cool with us sharing it.
Yeah.
So. Shut up and dance with me. I don't know why that song just entered my head, but it did.
Are you done with your chat?
I am done with my chat.
All right, so he's going to start setting up marbles on stream. If you are new to the stream, it's just what we do at the end of our streams to kind of have last-minute interactions with all of you folks and give you folks an opportunity to win some Scaryish sticker or magnet or whatever we have that I'm in the mood to mail to you. So stick around. We're setting it up.
Stick around.
You'll see. La 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 la
la la la la la la. Everybody's going to the party. Have a real good time.
Glitch says, I've been living with a shadow person for years. Y'all can have mine.
Wow.
Hailstorm says, dogs just stare at random things, though. They do. Definitely do. Sometimes
they don't normally growl like that.
They don't,
like,
yeah.
You know your dog's growls. You know when your dog is like just fucking around, and you know when your dog is angry, you know?
Yeah.
So when you hear your dog's like alert growl and you see nothing, it's like, all right, demons. There's demons.
And our dog our corgi likes to chase lights. It's really funny because she'll stare at walls sometimes, and she'll just stare at the wall for no reason. And we just assume she's protecting us from shadow people in the walls.
Yeah, we just assume she's saving our lives. All right, going to switch this over to Marbles on stream. Hopefully it worked. Right now, if you would like to help us vote on what track we're going to raise, type an exclamation point vote, then a space, then the number that corresponds to the track that we are going to race.
Game Boy says, I'm a skater, so when I see a dog ahead, I just pop my skateboard up and walk it past them to not startle them, which is very
nice
smart. Yeah, because our dog, oh my god, she hates skateboards.
Oh shit, shout out to Malum who just subscribed for the 12th month. He's the best.
Okay, let's see. People are talking about skateboards. Glitch just goes, so dogs, they lick their assholes. Well, they do, okay? Ginseng says, hashtag don't eat ass. Glitch says, bye, Ashley, I forgot. And hashtag don't kink shame. For real, don't kink shame. People are into what they're into. I'm Beef Train says, hashtag this pod ducks.
We have like a 10-way tie. Okay, Portal Purgatory is in the lead right now with only 2 votes. Let those votes keep coming in.
Ginseng says, hashtag this pod fucks.
It's a good one, too.
Ginseng just says, this community made me start unironically using hashtags, and my younger friends make fun of me. Yeah. My sister had never heard of the song YOLO before by Lonely Island, and I was just singing lines from that song to her, and she was just like, what are you singing? I'm like, you've never heard of this song? You
say
have
what you
to
want
hear it.
about Lonely Island. And by say what you want, I mean you better say good things, because they're fucking amazing and their shit is so funny. That's all I have to say about that.
That's all I have to say about that.
It is so hot in this sweater at this point. I am sweating my balls off. I cannot wait to get out of this thing.
No one redeemed a drink today.
I know. I noticed that too. I wonder if everyone's out of channel
still
points.
almost full.
Wow.
Let's see. I'll just redeem one because I have 3K points. Boop. Yeah.
Ooh, I know what we can do.
Well, your drink's almost empty.
Yeah, I've been drinking it.
Yeah. If you're going to drink it, then why would I redeem it?
Start a prediction here. And how do I edit it? Start a prediction.
You gotta click start prediction.
Well, I don't want it to start that same one. Okay, there we go. And it's who will finish ahead of the other one, me or Robin.
Aw. 911 girl says, hi, I'm on my lunch break. Nice sweater, Adam, and that color looks great on you, Robin. Thank you.
Thank you.
It's funny because I am trying my best this year to add color into my wardrobe.
I did my best.
Because like yesterday, you saw my outfit yesterday. It was like all black and dark gray. But I'm trying to add colors. I bought a couple shirts that are actually colors because it's just, I'm not used to it at all. And most of my closet is super like dark burgundies, dark grays.
I'm Ron Burgundy.
Black. I don't know.
It will not let me vote on my phone. I have 16,000 good ghosties. How'd you get it to work? Wow, fuck y'all. Everyone's voting for Robin.
Wait, who will finish higher? What do you... Oh, a higher rank?
Yes.
I'm going to say me.
Why will it not let me vote? I want to vote all my points on me and then get pissed off when I lose.
50. Predict. Why won't it let me cast?
I don't know. It's weird. It must be something with tablets or
mayhaps.
mobile or some garbage like that. Mods can't vote? What?
Oh, that's dumb.
That totally makes sense then. So, might have to decline. Or I might have to take my fucking mod privileges away just so I can vote. All right. I'm going to go ahead and start us up. We're with Purgle. God damn it.
What the fuck is a Purgle?
It's Purgle Purgatory.
What the Purgle Purgatory?
Average time to finish this track is 1 minute and 15 seconds. This is a quick one. And the record time is 32 seconds. As far as it goes for us, average time for us is 58 seconds. We fly through this. Somehow our average time is 58 seconds according to this, but our record time is 1 minute and 9. I'd like to point out that makes zero fucking sense. So let's go ahead and get into it.
All right, you gotta take your drink.
Okay. Ooh, fuck.
Are you drunk?
No. I'm just handling the entire stream right now, and you're having me drink as well. All right, exclamation point play to join in.
I just breathed into the cup while I picked it up, and it was like, booze.
Who runs the world? Booze.
Boobs.
Yeah, boobs would work too. Well, not necessarily. Not all ladies have boobs. All right, 60 seconds from right now. This thing is going to take off, so make sure you get into the race.
Game Boy says, Adam, Ric Flair, or Hacksaw Jim Duggan?
I don't know. It's really hard to pick. Ric Flair has the woo. Hacksaw has a special place in my heart because I got to see him live. So I'll go with Hacksaw. He was such a great entertainer when I got to see him. Jared, join in?
Oh, yep. Mayhaps.
All right.
Cursed Wolf gifted a tier 1 sub to Hailstorm. Thank you.
Who runs the world?
Goyles.
Goyles.
Because
of that stupid commercial where the person's like, expired. We keep fucking saying that all the time when anything is bad, so that's also
Chunkster
stuck in my
says,
head.
just got home in time for marbles.
Nice. All right. Was it Chunkster who was playing Among Us while they were driving? Didn't someone do that on one of our Saturday streams?
Was it Girl Panic?
Where we're like, that sounds really dangerous.
But they weren't driving. Someone was driving
car.
and they were in the car.
That's right. All right, here we go. We're off to the races. Let's see what this track looks like. It looks like Portal Purgatory. Oh, yeah, I remember this one. Basically, you have to get teleported forward out of one of these randomly, and then like you have to knock into something that launches you over in there. It is very possible we won't have a winner, because you can fall off this track very, very easily.
Cursed Wolf says, oh, bought a new house, but it has ants. That commercial. Bought a house, but it has ants.
Yes, that's the one.
Chunkster says, my boyfriend killed me in Among Us.
That was brutal.
That was brutal.
My significant other kills me all the time in that game. All right, so what you have to do in this one is you have to be launched by those rods into this basket. Glitch might make it. Nope, Glitch missed. So we'll just keep watching. Kinky Ringleader is gone. I believe Glitch is also gone. Yep. Kayla Ray shooting their shot. They didn't die, though. So that's pretty good. Yeah, there's no way. There's no way this is going to go faster than a minute 9.
What are we at now? 58.
Cursed Wolf. Missed. Yeah, we're at a minute now. And I suppose someone could just, like, land in there suddenly.
Is it just, like, luck of the... Yep.
Like I said, you got to get hit by one of these rods and launched over here. So we're down 4 marbles already. Kayla Ray Reeds comes out of nowhere and fucking nails it. Congratulations, Kayla Ray. You took the victory. Type in ! merch. Follow that link. Go to Robin's Kawaii Corner and pick any of these Scaryish stickers, and we will send you one of them. Right, Robin?
Yeah.
Cool.
Let's see. The Crystal says, I didn't miss. I fucking died. Ginseng Joe gifted a tier 1 sub to Game Boy. Thank you so much.
Oh, wow. It just eliminated everyone but Kayla Ray. That's intense. That blue wave of death just came in and finished us off. So let's see who finished higher. God damn it! It was Robin. Everyone's right. Except for whoever voted on me.
Yeah, welcome.
And these are in order of when you were eliminated, by the way. So, yeah. Son of bitch. Kayla Ray Reeds goes up to 18 points on the season. 1 win as well.
I What's for Dinner, 33 points.
Crushing it, man. We got 3 wins on the season. Eminon's 13, Robin's 14, Ginseng Joe's at 14 as well. 911 Girls at 13. Dander Cakes is at 12. I'm at 17, which ain't bad. Grim Weeper is at 10. ASB Bunny 12. Curse Wolf 14. And Glitch is at 20. Pretty effing good.
Ginseng Joe says, who else was new to the show tonight? I don't know.
Race menu.
I definitely know Game Boy.
Let's get the votes going again. We have one more race before the end of the night. Who runs
I assume it's Game Boy, but it could be GS, my boy.
I guess it could be. Could be GameStop Me Boy. What do you think of that?
GameStop, my boy.
Wow. All right. Yeah, I forgot about voting. Oh my god, after this is over, I gotta rearrange the
Cursed
office.
Wolf says Hailstorm is new. Don't know if she's new. They're new. Don't know if it's a she or a he or it's a whatever you want to be. Ginseng says, I'm looking to shatter my dreams tonight.
Aren't we all? Cough, cough, I need my Zelda stream, says Glitch.
Oh, they said so earlier. So yeah, it is Hailstorm's first stream then.
Nice.
Hailstorm's first stream. Nice, nice, nice. And obviously, I just want to say kink. What is it? Kinky.
You can just call him Kinky.
Kinky? Yeah. That's their first.
I will say it's possible they've watched us before, but not subbed or followed. So either way, though, we appreciate. Hailstorm says, her, they pronouns. There you
go. Game Boy says, it's Game Boy. I just misspelled my me, and now it's my gamer tag.
That's funny. All right, Laboratory already has 6 votes. I don't think we're going to get higher than that. On average, it takes 2 minutes and 18 seconds. For Spooky Friends, it takes 2 minutes and 26 seconds. We drag ass on
Kinky
this one.
Ringleader, that's what their name is.
Yeah, that's what it is.
I just love that. That's so cool.
You know who we didn't say this week? Who we didn't see this week? Princess Buttface Kate.
Aww.
Yeah, such a good name,
Buttface Kate, where you at?
All right, go ahead and type an ! play to join. Got 60 seconds. Actually, I can't
Cody
stop
Ryan
it.
says, I really hate I don't have a proper computer to game on. That's annoying not to have one of those, but just save up money and make your dreams happen.
Do your best. I did my best. All right, you gonna join in? You gonna join in? You're going to join in.
Yeah.
We got 16 folks, 17 folks in here. We had 21 last time, which means we should have 21 this time.
Or 22.
Or more. We have 30 seconds left, so we're going to miss out on some folks if you don't join in. All right, there we go.
Exclamation point play.
Kinky Ringleader, Action Phazon, Grim Weeper. So we're only missing one now. Yeah, we're only missing one now, so hopefully we get up there.
Oh my gosh, the Snark says Kinky Ringleader. Sub, get it?
That's good.
That's
a
funny.
good joke. Vivian says, I gotta go. Stay safe. Stay sweet. Stay safe and stay scary.
Oh, thank you so much.
Bye. We got up to 21 at the last second.
Hailstorm says her/they pronouns. Nice.
I just said that.
Oh, you did? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I wasn't listening to you. Do
like
I ever?
Always. All right. We got a series of tubes to go through. It looks like Killsman gets in there first, Robin second, I'm third, and then everyone else is starting to trickle in. Let's watch and see who gets out of that first and who hits the elevator. The elevators changed the game because they are pieces of shit. It's very hard to get out of them.
Oh, thank you so much, Ginseng Joe, for gifting another tier 1 sub to Shami Shoal 1.
Nice. We really appreciate that. It does help us out a lot. All right, Killsman's still in the lead. They got in the tube first. They got out of the tube first. They're first in the elevator. They're first out of the elevator. Killsman's kind of killing it right now.
Cursed Wolf said
Cursed wife?
Cursed Wolf said they bought Amanda a decent PC for $1,000 from Best Buy.
Nice.
Yeah, you can buy a nice pre-built computer for pretty affordable amount. If you want to customize and put your own parts and focus on things that you want to focus your computer on, it costs more.
It does. But hey, you can do your thing. You can do it. We believe in you.
Yeah.
All right, so we're all entering. Oh, actually, Phazon said fuck this and quit. However, we're all in this lotto sorting ball. Eminon's the first to come out, then Robin, then Laura Ann, and people are starting to trickle out. I think Austin's record is going to stand. Looks like Glitch and the Snark are just back there chilling, chatting it up. Like, oh, fuck this race. I don't even care about it.
Crystal says it came with a 1660.
That's pretty good.
And now they're both just waiting on the 3060.
Oh, God.
I am not spending money on that shit.
I feel bad because I got on Newegg at like 5 a.m. the other night when I was editing the episode, and the 3070s were up again. Or I should say one 3070 was available for purchase. And I was like, I'm not going to get it. And I totally should have messaged you, but I was like, it's 5 a.m. He's not up. And then like 6 minutes later, they were all sold out. I was like, son of a bitch. So Austin's record does stand. Laura Ann was almost at the end and then got caught by the fan blade and spun back around. Hailstorm fell off. And Laura Ann, congratulations. You still finished first, even though you took a roundabout way getting there. 911 Girl is second, and we'll watch everyone else trickle in as the blue wave of death approaches.
Ginseng says, I put together my PC back when 1060s were out. I have a 1070 Ti. I don't know what that means. That sounds like a calculator.
There's 1070, and then Ti is like the next tier
up. Okay, gotcha.
Robin has a 1080 in hers. I have a 2080 Super in mine.
I
really want another one.
I want to open up my computer that's downstairs and see what I have in it.
She insists she has a really fancy video card in this super old computer.
Who knows? We'll see. I don't know.
I just want to get my hard drive out of my old computer and my new hard drive into my new computer, and then I'll feel pretty good. I also kind of want a new case because Corsair cases suck with cable management, which is unfortunate. All right.
I mean, I don't know why. I mean, that tower looks cool, but there's just so many things I don't like about it. Where like there's no place to put a disk drive if you wanted to, or
there's like just no space to like feed your power source, your power supply cords through. Like it's like this big. It's like the size of a quarter, and you're supposed to pull through all your power supply cables for your motherboard and your video card and like anything else, any other cards you have that need power. I'm like, this is poorly designed. All right. Congratulations one more time to Laura Ann for finishing first.
Meadow says they only have a budget for 3060, not a 3070. I don't know what the price difference is, but
it'll probably be a lot more, but 36s are still going to outperform like everything in the 2000 series. Laura Ann says, yay, I needed that win after the week I've had. Type an exclamation point merch and go find yourself a sticker over there at Robin's Kawaii Corner. And get that for yourself, too. Maybe that'll make your week a little bit better.
Eminon says, well, that fan blade definitely does not fuck.
No, it does not.
All
right.
Ginseng says, I have a Corsair case. It's a white one called Crystal, I think. What if it's the same one as yours?
I don't think it is because mine's like clear. So, and I also hate mine.
I bought mine. What was mine called? Mine was called like Black Hawk.
Yeah.
Or something like that. It was, my tower is ridiculous.
It's not a Corsair, though.
No. I have a Rosewell.
That sounds right.
Yeah.
That sounds right.
And I bought that tower like 4 years before I actually built my computer. I was just like, this is the tower I want.
Who built your computer?
You built my computer.
I did. I was a good Christmas gift. I got a bunch of components on Black Friday, and I put together her computer for her for Christmas, and it was quite the machine. I mean, it's still quite the machine, to be honest.
There says it's glass all over it. The entire thing's glass, and it's black and white case.
I mean, it might be the same one.
Yeah,
There's like no black and white on this, though.
But
there's like a little bit.
Glass.
The whole thing is glass, though. And I hate it. It's not a bad case, just has terrible cable management, so it just doesn't look good. It runs great. Knock on wood. Oh God. I shouldn't have said that out loud.
The Cursed Wolf says, Adam, did you ever do a PC build stream or YouTube? Nope. We should next time we build a computer.
It doesn't ever go well. Something always goes wrong. Yeah.
Like for my case at least, the video card wouldn't fit right. Yeah. And we had to like screw it. And so that thing
I had to like
tight
pull the fucking frame as hard as I could while she slid it in. Just spit on it to make sure it got in there, and then once it was finally in there, I could like let it sort of relax on the metal frame, and then we screwed it in. So there's always something where I don't want people telling me like, you shouldn't do it like that, you should do it this way. It's like, fuck you, okay? Like, I put together a lot of computers, every one of them has a challenge involved, and I just don't want anyone chirping at me while I'm doing it because it's very stressful. So all right, good stuff, y'all. All right, this is going to be the end. I keep saying all right. All right.
Sorry, I missed the podcast, guys. It's all right.
No worries.
Here. And you can always rewatch it on YouTube later. And I'm Beef Trainer says, must pre-order some pins from Robin to help heal my wounds. Thank you for healing my wounds, too.
Please do. All right. You ready?
All right.
Here we go. So I want to thank everyone who sent in their stories this week. It means a lot to us that you trust us to read these things because some of them are deeply personal, and we sincerely appreciate you sharing it.
I mean, this episode has
there's a lot of stuff this episode. So if you have a story you would like to share, please email storytime@scaryish.com or go to our website, scaryish.com, and click on Contact Us. That form does come directly to us, so if you want to share it and that is better for you, that works for us. You can also hit us up on any of our social medias. Facebook is facebook.com/scaryish podcast. Twitter is @scaryish_pod, and Instagram is @scaryish_podcast. Robin, if folks would like to donate to us, how could they do so?
You can go to patreon.com/scaryish_podcast, and tiers start at $1. At $1, you get ad-free episode access, which is awesome. And at higher up tiers, there's like physical merch tiers. There's like little goodie where we send you maybe like a Christmas card or something cute like that. There's that kind of stuff. I've designed a bunch of stuff for this year that are going out to patrons at the physical merch tiers. I've posted some stuff on Instagram that you can check out if you guys want. But if you don't like the whole monthly subscription type service, you can also do one-time donations at ko-fi.com/Scaryish podcast, and those are one-time donations. All your donations go to helping us upgrade our studio setup and just keep us able to keep making stuff for you folks that I don't know, it's fun. We love doing what we do.
Indeed. So if you made it this far, which a lot of you don't listen all the way through the end of the episode, I'm going to let you know that next week, starting Wednesday, when we stream the live Storytime episode, we're going to have a goal for me to shave my facial hair into something fucking ridiculous. So if you want to join us and donate, that's another way you can donate to us. Monkey tail beard if we hit the goal. So that'll be really, really fun. I'd also like to point out anyone who lasted this long, if you didn't listen all the way through that episode where I had Higher Love stuck in my head, you missed a really good Easter egg, and I realized that a lot of you missed it. So listen all the way through that episode. Go back and check that out. But I think that is just about everything we have for this episode of Storytime with the Scaryish Podcast. So, Robin, go ahead and sign us out.
Keep on creeping on, and we'll talk to you guys later.
Bye-bye.